A maiden voyage of the 2024 broadcasting camp, giving current and former players an olive branch to broadcasting.
There is life after hockey, and man, I'm sure we'll get into it later in the day, and I could just speak from experience. It's a scary place, even though the game's the greatest in the world. We have everything we have because we've been involved, but I can't emphasize enough the importance of recognizing that this is an important initiative. This just isn't something where it's going to be here for 1 year.
Just to learn from some industry experts, I think, has been great for us. It's something we've never done before, so there's really no expectations. It's just kind of getting your foot in the door, getting a grasp of what's going on. To be in the same room as an Eddie Olczyk and Kenny Albert, Brian Boucher, and obviously talking to Deputy Commissioner Daly and Commissioner Bettman is a huge honor.
It's great to have the experts who know how to play the game, communicate the game.
The trust factor to me when you're working together is like, I know he has my back, there is no agenda, and he knows that I have his back. And there is that trust factor, and that's what you have to do. It is a part of the team.
They definitely emphasize that today, and it feels like a brotherhood and a family, and will bring you back to your time when you are playing with your teammates. Your partner is essentially like your defense partner or a line mate you may have on the ice.
One thing I would tell you guys is, look, if you make a mistake, own it, have some fun with it, and move on.
Getting to hear firsthand especially from ex-players, their transition and their path to where they are now has been a great learning experience for us.
I remember being in your guys' shoes when I wrapped up, and it was a scary time. Like, I didn't know where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do, how I could do it. But like a situation like this where it's organized and you get in a room and you get to talk to people that are doing it, I think is such a huge thing. Like, I wish I would have had that opportunity. It just would have made life a lot easier.
I got to be listening to what Kenny's saying. I got to be listening to what Bush is saying, because there's nothing worse in the broadcast is when Bush goes, man, these changes for Dallas are not very good right now, and I'm doing whatever, and all of a sudden I come back and go, man, Dallas's changes, they're not very good right now.
He asks me a question, and I don't hear the question, and he'll make fun of me. He'll go, hey, Bush, are you awake down there?
First off, we said, how do you focus? How on earth do you get anything done? And so that was just something I never knew, and having an open mind about what's their life like and how are they in the game of hockey without playing the game.
You just don't show up and call a game or, give analysis. You have to put the work in. It's in your part of the team.
It's one of my favorite things to do in the industry is to see former athletes or coaches come over and try it from our side of the street. And they are all of them without fail, blown away. I think these guys really think we just show up at puck drop and put a headset on. And that's, of course, not the case. So we're trying to show them it's a little more complicated than that. The hand thing isn't like, and once you draw attention to the hand thing, it becomes a really, right?
1, 2, 3, checking 1, 2, 3, forecheck, offense, defense, goaltending.
With Gordon Hathaway and Eric Johnson and Ryan Kessler, I'm Steve Levy as we get you ready for third period action. What a wild second period that was.
You have people behind the camera, you have people in front of the camera, you work with them. It's very relatable to being, a player on a team.
Guy's going to touch the back of your neck, the collar to put all this stuff on. I'm still uncomfortable with it, but that's part of the job. The point is to treat everyone with respect. There's going to be a researcher over there, and 10 seconds pointed, how many goals did he score last year on the power play? And he's going to look it up and scream out 14, like right before we're on air, and then you're going to use that 10 seconds later. And that guy's going to save your bacon or make your point for you. And so it's just a good reminder. These people, the technical people behind the scenes, they're in the arena at 6 in the morning. We can't win without those people. We are really all in this together.
I might pause if the puck's in the neutral zone. The analyst can come in for 3 to 5, 7 seconds, but once it goes into the offensive zone, they have to kind of wrap it up. On TV, there's a lot more wiggle room where the fans can see it, so I don't have to describe everything.
They have years and years of notes and stats, and to say they're professionals is probably an understatement. It was eye-opening to see just how much work goes into the preparation they do to put these games on TV and do such a good job.
They're not afraid of hard work. They come from hard work. They come from preparation. I don't think they're thrown off by that. I think they're thrown off by the TV stuff. The IFB, that squiggly wire, that looks scary. I see them all staring out of the corner of their eye at that like, what am I doing with that? I gotta put that in my ear. What's that gonna feel like? Wait, somebody's talking to me while I'm also talking?
So I'm starting that physicality
Yep.
one, and then Garney can talk about it too.
Sure, and then he's gonna talk about it too, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And now you might take the tape, you might take the whole tape, you might take end of the tape, whatever you're comfortable with. You don't have to keep going, because you know he's gonna jump in after you.
Got it.
Okay?
Let's go downstairs to Garnet, who's there with Coach Knobloch. I say thank you, Kenny.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thanks, Kenny. Here with Chris Knobloch. 2 quick goals. Sagan cuts the lead in half. What'd you like about your second period?
I'm Connor McDavid, the best player in the world. I'm the man. I'm going to give you a little Ric Flair.
What are some things that changed over the course of the period that made you guys successful?
And we're right back in this thing.
Back to you, Kenny. Nice. Thanks, Coach.
They're going to take my TV job, so I got to get in the coaching.
Thanks so much. Back to you, Kenny.
That was good. That was good.
Now I see their day-to-day and what the live feed is like. Just getting an insight on that, it's like, okay, maybe there's a lot more that I didn't know. So each module I'm learning more and more, and I think I'll just kind of figure out which path makes sense. Knowing that inevitably I'm gonna stop playing at some point, and I don't think there's any problem with trying to figure out what interests me after hockey. So this is an awesome opportunity to see what the other side is.
Having an opportunity to have a new group of broadcasters who are close to the game, have a unique perspective on the game, is another way for our fans to be connected to the game and get new and different insights from the perspective of a former player.
You know, I wish I would have had this opportunity when I was an active player. I'm sure we're going to learn a lot. The first year is unbelievable, and I think as the year is going on, it will be even better. And that's kind of our goal as the faculty and the teachers, is to answer questions, have class participation, but then also try to help and explain to them what goes into being a broadcaster at the local and national level.
I'd say it's a no-brainer. It's a positive experience. They should get here. It's a great learning experience. Even some stuff you think you may know, just having that reassurance on the process, I would highly recommend it.